I'm going to be using some of my daughter-in-law's gorgeous photography in the places where I'm curing my nails and there's not really anything to look at. So my grandsons are picking out their favourites, and I hope you like them and go and check out our page, which will be linked. Hello everybody, welcome back. My name's Faye if you're new here. Hope you enjoy my content. This is a question and answer video while I paint my nails. I won't be going into too much detail about what's on my nails, but I will tell you. So let's get started. I'm going to be using one of the Model 1's mini things that I got in the collection showed last week. And it's called Emerald Lake, and as you can see, it is absolutely bloody gorgeous. Excuse me. So if a question has been asked more than once, I'm just obviously going to answer it once because that would be silly not to. So first question I've got is, when did you start doing nails? I've always had my nails done. If I was about 16, 17, I've always had acrylics. Because I was a nail biter, so I had acrylics to try and make them stronger after I stopped biting them. So I started getting my nails done at the salon when I was about 16 or 17. And then in 2012, I started getting quite poorly. And I was finding it was a struggle. I couldn't do it as much because my hands hurt. Then in 2013, I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia and carpal tunnel syndrome, which explained the pain in my hands. But it also meant that I had pain in the rest of my body as well. So it meant going to a salon and sitting that length of time without moving was impossible, because I had to get up and walk about and try and make sure that I wasn't sitting in the same position too long, etc. And that's no good for a nail tech. They've got a certain amount of time they need you to basically come in, get your nails done and then leave. I know that. So I stopped going to get my nails done. And I was watching YouTube one day, and I think it was a Robin Moses video that came up in my suggestions. I've no idea why. But I watched it and I thought, oh my gosh, she is effing amazing. So I decided I was going to pick up some supplies and try and do what Robin Moses did. That was an epic fail. But it did get my interest back and made me think that I could do it myself. So in 2013, I started watching YouTube with a passion, trying to figure out the bits and bobs that I would need to start. And I got the bits and bobs. I was like a few people. I got one of the cheap sets of it was either Aliexpress or eBay. I think it was probably eBay at the time. Got one of them and started playing around with acrylic. Couldn't master it at all. I can't get the ratio. Even to this day, I can't work with acrylic. I am useless with acrylic. So then I decided, well, there's gel, let's try that. And for a while it was great, it was fine. I loved having my long nails back. I loved doing the designs myself, putting on exactly what I wanted without sounding like such a demanding witch. And also it was a distraction from my pain. It was really good in the sense that if I was sore or mentally bad that day, I had a distraction. And still to this day I use it as like therapy. Do you know, if I'm not doing well, I'll go to nails, whether it's painting my own nails or getting out practice tips and painting them. I find it very therapeutic. So yeah, I started doing them again in 2013, but then because of my own stupidity, I had a massive allergic reaction to the gel, and there's no nice way to put it. My hands were destroyed. I mean, they were a mess. There is a video on my channel somewhere about my nail recovery. Oh, sorry. So that I think there's a couple of photos on there. So I'm not going to put photos on here because it really was quite graphic at the time. So yeah, I had to stop for a while. And then my hands had cleared up and I'd been fine for maybe about a year or something. I thought, right, I'm going to go back to it. So 2017, I went back. I was a lot more careful. Things had changed. Polish was better. It didn't have all the same rubbish in it, so I wasn't suffering the allergic reaction. And I found that with practice I was really good at painting my nails and putting rhinestones on and stamping. I've got a passion for stamping, and that was from Swanette at Nail Stamp for Fun. I watched her a lot and loved what she did, so I got the stuff and did the same thing. So since then I've been back doing it. In the last year or so I've been really serious about it because I've been told that medically I probably won't work again. So I've had to come to terms with that. So my nails gives me something to do. It keeps me distracted. It means I can meet and chat to all you lovely lot, and I've made some really, really lovely friends through the nail community, and I am so, so grateful for that. So in a way I've got Fibro to thank for all you people being here. Yeah. Next question. We have, is it a profession or a hobby? Well, as I've just explained, it is a hobby. I've often been asked, why don't you do it as a profession? And the answer is just the same as why I couldn't go to the salon, because I have to get up and down. I can't ask a client to come in and sit maybe 3 hours for a nail appointment, because I have to get up and down and stop after a few minutes because my hands hurt. So I couldn't do this professionally even if I wanted to. So yeah, it's a hobby, distraction, therapy, all those good things. Yeah. Favourite gel polish brand is Moral Ones, hands down. I love it. These wee bottles here, they're the same as the bigger wooden lidded bottles. It's the same formula and it's lovely. So yeah, this is definitely my favourite, but it's closely followed by the Canarine gels. They're very cheap. I get them really quick because there's a UK stockist. The coverage with them is absolutely fabulous for such a cheap gel. The last, the top coat, is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. That's the one I usually use no matter what polish I'm using. So yeah, it would definitely be Model Ones first and then Canarine right at the back. Oh my goodness. See, this is why I flash cure in between doing nails, because it's guaranteed I'm going to get myself covered in it. So we'll have a wee flash cure there and wipe the gel off my hand. Right, where did we get to? This question really made me giggle. Thank you, Jace. Is all your family from Norway? No, Jace, all my family are from Scotland. Well, that's not strictly true, because I do have family in Australia. I have family in Canada. I have family... Sorry, give me 2 seconds. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I've got family all over the place, but we're originally from Scotland and Ireland. But Norway was close enough. It's not that far out, Chase. Best nail tool. This is quite hard because I don't think you can narrow it down to one. It depends on the job you're doing. If you're trying to grow your own nails, I would say a must is a glass or crystal nail file. And try to invest in one of the good ones because they'll last. You can wash them and the etching will come back and it'll last for years. I have a Leighton Denny one and I have had that for about 6 years and it's still in pristine condition. It's wonderful, definitely worth the investment. For nail art, I would say definitely get a good clean-up brush, because when you're learning, you're going to make mistakes, you're going to make a mess. Even when you're painting your nails, not just doing nail art, you're going to make a mess. So get yourself a good clean-up brush with a nice thin edge that doesn't splay when you wipe. Tweezers. Definitely tweezers for pulling out hairs on your gel polish, for lifting out water, decals. I use tweezers for a whole bunch of things, but right now none of them springing to mind. What else? For stamping, I would say a clear stamper. I started with one of those hard ones that came in like the long pink tube and it had like a plasticky rubber top. That's the one I started with. I think I still have one somewhere, just for nostalgia's sake. But they're not very good, let's be honest. They're rubbish. So I would definitely say now, if you're starting out stamping, to get a clear stamper. It makes life so much easier when you can see where you stamp. I'll have to remember to hashtag that down below. Oh, that's a bit bumpy. Let's just fix that. And what else? Cotton claw. If you're going to be stamping, get a cotton claw, because you will ruin so many manicures without one trying to clean up the excess stamping. If you're trying to clean it up without a cotton claw, trust me, you will ruin it. So definitely invest in one of them. This isn't a must, but it is one of my favourite tools. It's my wee desktop hoover. If you're filing, whether it be hard gel or polygel or even acrylic, if you're filing, it's fantastic, because it hoovers up all the wee bits that sometimes you miss if you wipe. So if you hoover it first and then wipe, I've found I don't leave any dust behind. It's just brilliant. I'll try and remember to link it below. And finally, again, it's another tool for stamping, is a lint roller. I think if you get yourself a lint roller, you will save yourself grief from ruining many, many stampers. So yeah, that would be my top nail tools for different jobs. Favourite nail brand? See, now again, that's hard. I can't pin that down to one brand. I like different brands for different things. So as I say, Model 1 is for gel polish. For stamping plates, my absolute favourite is Dixie plates. I just don't think you can go wrong with them. Our plate, Kate over at Dixie Plates, does fantastic images, and they're really well etched. They're easy to pick up for newbies, etc. So yeah. For foils, angel paper, things like that, I like going to Nail Stamping Queen, which is also where you get the Dixie plates if you live in the UK, by the way. She's the UK stockist. So Nail Stamping Queen for foils, bits and bobs like that, because she's really fast, the stuff's really, really good quality, and it's not expensive. For crystals, I use Crystal Parade. I have been known to use Blue Street crystals, and I'm going to put an order in with Scatter crystals till I have a wee look and see what I think of them. For decals, Queen of Decals, hands down. Now, I have a lot from like Aliexpress, eBay, Amazon sort of thing, and they're fine, they're good, they're great, they look lovely, but for the quality, I would say 100% Queen of Decals. For glitter, this is probably no surprise to anybody who's a regular watcher, it has to be Nail Sugar. I absolutely love Karen's glitters, and the service is great. Karen is such a lovely, lovely woman. That's something I can't tell you about right now, but you will find out in the coming months, and I can finally give her credit for what she deserves. She also gave me extras for the giveaway, by the way, so someone is getting some of them. And for things like, I get my cuticle pushers, I get wood, the orange wood sticks, I got a lot of, as I say, decals from Aliexpress. I like going to pretty much anything you want to do with nails, you'll get from Aliexpress. Now, you have to have patience because it does take longer to arrive. I'm in the UK and it usually takes about 30 days to get here. Now, I don't mind waiting because I'm a cheapo. I'm Scottish, I'm very tight-fisted, so I don't mind waiting. As long as I've got other stuff to play with, I'm fine with that. But if you're really impatient and you don't want to wait, maybe AliExpress wouldn't be for you. But the prices make it so tempting. And that's all my favourite nail brands that I use. I know AliExpress isn't a brand per se, But if you go on there, you're going to get lots of different brands and you're going to get everything you need. Right, now we're going on to questions about dip powder. Thank you very much, Sarah. From Pumpkins Nail Station. I am going to mention everybody that asks questions at the end of the video, so please go and visit their channels or pages if they don't have YouTube. I will leave them listed and linked below. Yeah, dip nails. Does dip nails help nails grow? Yes, I would say definitely. As I say, my nails are actually destroyed from the reaction. My own nails, they grow, but they're very weak. They split. There's ridges galore all the way up, most of them. So they get to a certain length and then the ridges split them. These are, well, as you've seen, these are my own nails with dip powder on them, and they look absolutely lovely. I'm really happy with the dip powder, and I could see me using that permanently instead of polygel because it's just so much quicker and easier. But I still like polygel, so I will be getting rid of that. Is there any damage when you remove it? No, not if you remove it the way you should remove it. File it down as far as you can. Do not file onto the natural nail. Don't go that far. File it down till it's really, really thin, and then wrap it in cotton wool with acetone and foil. Leave it for 10 minutes and bash, it comes off. There's no damage. Obviously your nail's going to be a bit dry from the acetone, but get your oil on as quick as, and your hand cream, and it's absolutely fine. There is no extra damage to my nails since I started using dip powder than what there was before. So yeah, I would say that there's no damage. The best way to remove it, oops, looks like I forgot to clean that up. There we go. Best way to remove it is, yeah, wrap it in foil. Do you prefer a gel top coat on the dip system or the top gel that comes with it? Well, the top gel that comes with it is absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with it at all. It lasts, it's sturdy, it's strong. But I like extra shine, so if I want extra shine, or even if I want to matte them down, I'll use a separate top coat. But normally, no. The nails I've just painted, they didn't have an extra top coat on. They only had the, where is it? Let me see. This, the Dim System top. That's all they had on, and that does me just fine. My go-to dip system, it's actually Born Pretty because I haven't tried any other systems. I do want to. Chiara Sky comes highly recommended from Chase, so I'll maybe invest in that. But as I say, I'm a cheapo. I don't like paying a lot of money for stuff. So yeah, I'm really enjoying the Born Pretty ones. But I will try other brands, even if it's just for YouTube and review and such like, and I go back to Born Pretty. I will try other brands. Favourite gel colour? That's way too hard. I don't know. I have loads. So, although there is one that I use quite a lot for nude nails, and it's one my daughter got me for my birthday or Christmas one year actually, and it's a sensational one. What's it called? It's a mauve one. Oh, I can't. Is it Move It Mauve? Something like that. That's my favourite. I think if I had to pick one that I could keep for the rest of my life, it would be that one because it's nude and I can do anything I want on top of it. And the last question, which I really, really appreciate, is how come you are so awesome and sweet? Thank you, Michelle. I was just born with it. It's not Maybelline at all. It's just pure fae. So that is these nails done, cured, top coated, and look at the shine. And I used the Model 1's top coat that came with the set, and I really, really like it. It's so shiny. So yeah, that's my Q&A. I will do another one in the future. Not sure when, but what I will say is I'm getting close to giveaway because most of my stuff's arrived. I'm almost at 600 followers on Instagram and almost 150 on YouTube. When I hit those numbers, I'll be doing the giveaways. I'm going to sort out today. I don't know if I'm doing one big one for one person or if I'm going to split all the things up and do a few giveaways. So that's one to keep an eye out for. But anyway, thank you for watching and enjoying this glorious colour with me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!